Hello, everybody. Welcome to the daily 1 hour political tarot live stream here on the Black and Orange channel. I hope you're well. I hope things are going well with you. And of course, since our patron saint is Fred Rogers around here, I don't have a sweater put on, but I'm usually putting my socks on when I come on for some reason. But anyway, okay. Oh, there we go. Now I know I will have warm toes. I hope your day is going well. I really do. Hello. Okay, so if you're watching this on replay, you can go down to the first comment, the pinned first comment, because when I'm done here, I go in and I type in all the questions we covered today, and they're timestamped, so you can just go straight to what you're interested in, and you just get in, get out what you're interested in, and we've been moving through the questions recently, which is good. I like it. So if I get my watch on, that would be awesome. So there's that, but do come by sometime. Try to come by sometime. It's people who are really friendly. We have got the best moderators on the internet, for which I am grateful. So thank you to our moderators. You guys are amazing. We have a very friendly bunch here. So anything that's in the chat that's in all caps, that's how you communicate with me. So I'll know you're talking to me. And other than that, just please type normally. People here are really friendly and helpful. And so it just helps clarify things. And so I also don't get as sidetracked with conversations that go on, because sometimes in the middle of it, I just glance at the chat and it's just like, what? And it turns out I'm coming in the middle of a conversation and I don't have the context, and derailing is not fun. What else? 10% of all income that comes in this channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country, and that's an ongoing thing. Let me think, what else? I'm here 7 days a week. So I'm here every day, same time. It's noon Central Time in the US, so Chicago time. So yes, and I think that's it. And and today I've got the daisies on. So some people like to see the nails. So all right, so notebook. Pen. Okay, and I'm known as Autumn around here. Autumn, and I'm my co-host, Boo Boo Zen Kitty. Last time I saw him, he was sleeping on the little couch that's in the basement. I tried to get him to come up here. I talked to him, and he just kind of closed his eyes at me, and then he just put his head back down. So I'm not sure. Thank you, Mims. I don't know. Well, thank you, Renee. I don't know if we're going to see him. So we shall find out. Okay, so I'm going to scroll up, and if I don't acknowledge you, or I don't answer your question or anything like that, it is never anything personal, I promise. And I would feel terrible if I had hurt your feelings somehow. So it is never anything personal. Okay. That's not my phone, I'm afraid, so I don't have any control over that. But hopefully someone will do something with it shortly here. All right. And I also have to go by my intuition. It's kind of first come, first serve around here as far as questions go. The other thing to keep in mind, and I do apologize, but YouTube, I see comments and then I get to the bottom, and then sometimes it will dump. YouTube will dump a lot more questions in, and not only that, it'll just suddenly dump a bunch, but it'll cut off earlier ones. So if I miss your question, I'm so sorry. It's not me, but do put your question in again. Sorry. Just put a YT in front of it for YouTube, like YouTube messed this up. So that I'll know that it actually belongs higher in the kind of first come, first serve thing. But I don't read on everything. I just do politics, but I don't read on everything. Some things are too dark, or sometimes I reach out my intuition and it feels like an empty room. So it's like, yeah, there's nothing here for me today for that topic. Okay. All right, here we go. Let me scroll up to the top of the comments. And actually, let me move this like there. Okay. Lainey, will the recount in Georgia be hinky? I like that word. Will the Georgia recount be hinky? It's a good word. It's a good word. All right, Lainey, I'll look at that. CEO, it's fun here. Hi, Autumn. Oh, I'm glad. Twana, hey, Autumn, rainy day in North Carolina. So I did something new I started an indoor, herb garden. Very relaxing. Nice. Very nice. Oh, whew, good. You can make a good soup. Make some very good soup. Okay. Karen, hello to everyone. Have a wonderful Thursday. Okay. Anything else in all caps? Hey, Jam, would schools be closed again within the, okay. Will schools close again? Jeez. Again. In a month or two. All right. Unfortunately, I'll look at that. Jontel, hey, did Trump's wife vote for Biden? Okay, we'll check on Ava Braun. Melania vote for Biden. Okay, I'll have a look. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Mims. All right. Oh, thank you, Bosie's mom. Anything in all caps? Hey, Mims, please say hi to dear co-host when you see him again. We miss him in here. Yes, I miss him too when he's not here. I've got all the pulls on the front of my jeans to prove it. But anyway, he's worth it. Connie, hey, after the DNC email dump in 2016, Roger Stone called Rhona Graff's line at Trump.org for 8 minutes. Did the Mueller team question her? If so, did it result in another sealed indictment? Okay, we haven't looked at Rhona Graff for a while. Let's have a look. Let's check in. Okay. Bismo, hey, Autumn, if you read on Trump, he might show up. Oh, if I read on Trump, Boo Boo might show up to combat Trump's negative energy. I can only hope. Anything to combat Trump's negative energy. All right, let's try this light again. Is this going to do any good? It's just going to blind me and you. Not sure. Nope, that's still pretty bad. Nope, doesn't help. All right, I thought I'd give it a whirl. I'll have to work something out. Chantel, I have your question. Okay. And anything else in all caps? Oh, I can feel YouTube about to dump more comments and cut off the earlier ones. Chantel, yes, you don't, you should, hopefully you don't have to put things in multiple times. And if you do, I feel bad. Christine, will there be any surprises on December 14th with the Electoral College? Oh, okay. Surprises. December 14th at Electoral College. Well, for what it's worth, I send out my energy when as I write down these questions, and it's feeling very humdrum. So, but let's see what the cards have to say. because they help get past my biases. So, okay. Calabasas girl, hello. When will Trump's onslaught of court filings for voter fraud finally be over? Oh, he's getting no traction. None. Zero. He's getting laughed out of court. His lawyers are getting laughed out of court. He's 0 for 10 so far. You can't get something to the Supreme Court if you can't even get it through the first level of courts. So it's going to peter out quickly. I'm not feeling like there's much there at the moment, but we'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, I'm not feeling much there. Sorry. Maybe tomorrow or soon. Lucky Fox Tarot, is Trump planning military action before he leaves office? I've read on that numerous times, and what I got was a no. I got on what is Trump going to do something crazy? Before he leaves office. All right, I think that might be that. It's a wider net. Well, let's throw that wider net out there. Jennifer, hey, will there be any financial assistance for people between now and the inauguration? I haven't picked up on any, but I hope so. Financial assistance before inauguration. Okay, so got that on the list. Sandra, is the illness a code name that Trump knows about? I'm sorry, Sandra, I don't understand. What does that mean? What do you mean a code name? Please let me know. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Karen, what will happen with infected nurses in North Dakota treating patients? What will happen with infected nurses in North Dakota treating patients have on the virus? I'm sorry, Karen. Sorry if I'm being dense. I don't understand. I don't understand that either. Virus? I'm sorry. Sorry. Katie. Okay. Stephen Colbert. Watching what is going on is having a toddler who ate too much sugar before bedtime. You just wait for them to tire themselves out. Stephen Colbert. All I heard was a man-child. No, mine. Yeah. Mary, is Gabe of the CIA working for Mitch and Trump or America? Gabe. CIA Gabe. I thought Gina, torture lady, was the head of the CIA. CIA Gabe. Maybe that. It's not coming up, so I'm. Yikes, guys, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm failing you here. Jean, please thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks. I don't know if anybody will after three questions practically in a row where it's like I'm just confused. Sorry. Mims, oh no, bad Electoral College surprises, please. Yeah, agreed. JM, will Biden get rid of financial aid debt for all former and current college students? Okay, let's have a look at that. Will Biden get rid of student debt? Okay, let's have a look at that. Okay, let's see. Do anything. Okay, Sandra. Oh, yours was cut off. So is it a code name that Trump knows the meaning of? All right. So Sandra, I have seen the question. I'm sorry. I don't understand the question. I'm sorry. How could it be a code name? It's the name of an illness. Hey, Barbara. Okay, let's see here. Iada, will the Republicans' behavior affect their re-elections in 2022 and 2024? Okay. Well, behavior. There's no U in behavior. Affect 2022 and 24 elections. Okay. I've been getting weird energy. I read on the 2022 midterms and it was just weird energy. Weird. Okay, Connie, is Trump trying to get a better resignation offer with this military bluster? Is Trump trying to get a resignation offer? So look at that. Okay. Stacy, reading on, Gina, Torture Lady Haspel. Thank you. Glad you liked it. Laura, do we have to wait until President Biden takes over to get a handle on the illness? Yes. And frankly, I don't think we're going to have a handle on it for quite a while. Wait for Biden to get a handle on illness. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Chantel, sorry. Just didn't want to get lost out there. I understand. Oh, thank you, Chantel. Appreciate it. Really appreciate that. Melissa, does Trump have a sinister international plan for the next 70 days? Crazy. Well, that would be part of the sinister international plan. If he had one, it would be part of the something crazy before inauguration, before he leaves office. So I've got that down. Okay. Let's see here. And Renee, there is such a need for medical personnel that in some areas are allowing frontline workers who are positive but asymptomatic to treat patients. Oh my gosh. Yikes. T. Jones, North Dakota doctors and nurses are being forced to work even though they have the illness due to a lack of backup personnel. That's just terrible. That's terrible. Sandra, I wondered if a secret code name that has some type of meaning. Am I missing something? For everybody else here, am I missing something? Because I'm so sorry to be dense. I don't. COVID is the name of the illness. It's a coronavirus, and 19 was the name of the year 2019 of when it was identified. And I don't understand how it could be. I'm sorry if I'm being dense. I don't understand how it could be a code for something specific to Trump. I'm sorry. I don't get. Anyway. Okay, Katie, do the international courts have any plans to go after the administration? International courts don't have jurisdiction. We basically didn't sign any of those treaties. JM, will the Progressive Party rise in 2022, 2024? All right, let's have a look at that. Progressive Party rise in. And those of you from outside the country, outside the US, it may sound like, what Progressive Party? We have, our system is unusual in a couple of things. One, the Electoral College, which we desperately need to get rid of. But in effect, we have the same kind of separate parties that they have in other Western countries. But the problem is they all sit under one of two umbrellas, so that we don't, there are no coalition governments formed, because you either fall under the Democratic umbrella or the Republican umbrella. So there's a progressive wing of the Democratic Party. There's a ultra fascist wing of the, the far right of the Republican Party, and then there are moderates in the middle, but they fall under one of two umbrellas. So that's what that means. Okay. Calibri Fryer, Lewandowski just tested positive, news from a few seconds ago. Well, I hope everybody's feeling better. And so I'll double check on Mitch. Senate leader. Majority leader, I think is the majority leader. I think it's the more official title, isn't it? All right, so that's okay. So I've got lots of questions here. So let me just start at the beginning, and I will just see. Will you sit there? Probably not. No, you won't. Okay, so you're going to sit right there. All right, so I've got my stack here. If I didn't get your question, sorry about that. You know what? I'll see if I can get to that. I've got a big list of questions, but it's a good one. I mean, these are all good questions. That's a good one too. I'm concerned I'll run out of time. But anyway, all right. So we are at I'm going to start here. I'm going to start with the financial assistance at 24. And after that, I'll ask about the student debt. I didn't note which one was the YT question. Sorry. So I'll do a couple of these from around that area, and then I'll go start back up at the top again. All right. Trying to read what I can. Tony, what will the Trump Christmas look like? Complaining. I've read on it. Larry Girl. Regarding the COVID code name, other readers alluded that getting COVID by Trump's donors means they flipped, and Trump knows what the code name means. But what if they actually get it? Christine, black Christmas trees this year. Oh, it would be an improvement over the bloodbath Christmas that we've had, wouldn't it? I don't know. Yeah. Maybe we'll have a chance to look at that, but okay. 20, it's just more like 25 now. Okay. In the US, will we get any kind of financial assistance by the time before the inauguration? Before Biden's inauguration? How great is that? YT, another reader was asked about that and just thought I would ask you. Oh, okay. All right. I'm so sorry if I'm dense sometimes. But anyway, let me read on this. Will the U.S. get any kind of... Will people in the U.S. get any kind of stimulus or relief before the inauguration? Will people in the U.S. get any kind of stimulus? Please, there are children suffering. Well, let me see what the other cards say. That feels like the promise of what's coming, but people are hurting now. Okay. The fact that there hasn't been stimulus is one of the reasons why Democrats did as well as they did during the election. And these are also, the angels looking over us, the higher spirits trying to help. Trump is not only a liar, this is a card of illusion and delusion, but he's also completely inept. So right in the middle is, it just feels like the Trump lies. And there's so much coming against us, and everybody's on the defensive, with, I'm hoping there will be a day where right there, I will not have masks hanging right there. Will people in the U.S. get financial help before the inauguration? Food stamps, that sort of thing, where available. Oops. It's not looking good. This makes me crazy because they're hungry children, and it makes me crazy. Makes me absolutely crazy. But at least Biden won the election, so there's hope. But Republicans are still in control. Mitch has no incentive to help. And it doesn't matter how much we bluster now. People are just hurting. I wish I had better news. I'm not getting anything. Sorry. Man. All right, 29. Will Biden get rid of student loan debt? Will Biden get rid of student loan debt? Will Biden get rid of student loan debt? There's so many people suffering because of that too. Wow, I just got a pain. That was odd. Well, we get student loan debt forgiveness under President Biden. I just like saying it. President Biden. That could be putting the loans to rest, putting the debt to rest. Let me see what the other cards have to say. Okay. All right, there's Temperance. The loans that people use to try to better themselves, definitely keeping the rich richer. If you put in the work, you should be able to thrive, not just be in debt for the rest of your life. But I'll be honest, this feels more like community college. But what about the existing debt? What about the existing student loan debt? Elizabeth Warren's energy is all over this, all over. I mean, like feeling like I'm standing in the same room with her. What about existing student loan debt? Elizabeth Warren, Elizabeth Warren, Elizabeth Warren. It's an ending card. Death card in the middle. Temperance. Oh, they're going to change the laws. They're going to change. They're going to make improvements. It's not going to. It will probably. It may not be everything we want it to be, but it's a massive improvement. That's. I mean, oh my goodness gracious. I mean, the three center cards are all major arcana. Ending. Serious ending. It's like, no, it's an ending. No, really, it's an ending. It's the way things were done. Temperance. So people aren't suffering as much, but some of the pleas fall on deaf ears. So it's not perfect, but it does feel like they're really going after it to ease that burden. It feels like there may be some success, but it's not just like wiping it all out, unfortunately. So that's all I've got for that, I'm afraid. All right, where are we? We're at about 34. I'm going to go up here and start. Will the Georgia recount be hinky? Tisha, Mims and Renee, I gotta go, but please tell Autumn not to read on Gina today. My guides are very strong in saying this, just not today. I don't want to read on her any day, but thank you for the warning. She's not on the list, thank heavens. Gina, death torture lady? No, thank you. Oh, Mims, be right back. Doggo break. You say you're the wealthiest country in the world. I know. And we have hungry children. We have people lining up around the blocks for food stamps. It makes me crazy. Anyway, okay. Georgia recount. Will the Georgia recount be hinky? Because didn't each side get over 4 million votes? No. Yeah, over 4 million votes. Is that right? Irma, Gina Haspel, head of the CIA. She, yeah, if you ever want this stuff of nightmares, Google her. Uh, there's all right. First of all, I'm getting something. My scalp is I'm getting itchy. Um, I okay. Let me see what the other. Before I say anything, let me see what the other cards say. Okay, I think the recount might actually be somewhat decent, but I don't think it's going to help Republicans. The card for the reading feels like there are actually a ton of Democratic votes that were turned down that weren't counted. And all of this, okay, there's election day. The thing itself will be strong. It weakens Democratic power, but it ends with, okay, what do you, how can it end? Oh wait, I've got a sword of truth right here. All right, it would, everything's pointing in one direction except that last card. So why? Oh, because Republicans are still in control in Georgia, even if it shows that they're going to lose power. Or that the president will lose power. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the state, state Congress kind of stuff in Georgia. Again, weakening. That doesn't feel hinky as much as, I mean, they tried to do a little sleight of hand, but it feels like weakening Republican support. It feels on the up and up. It doesn't feel like it's going to go anywhere. I mean, it's not going to do much. Definitely going to work on it, but I keep getting like the strength card around it, or this is a very up and up card, and the energy feels relatively clean. So I just want to triple check. Is it going to overturn Biden's lead, or the senators, Republican senators, give them a lead? Okay, I've got that again. There was stuff that there were Republican votes that weren't counted. That they're just the amount was devastating, and then I've got yeah, that's turning into its own reading right there. Hang on, it's going to overturn. Nope, it's going to end corruption. The lies and the corruption will come to an end. I think Georgia may end up being seriously blue, despite everything the Republicans are trying to do. So we'll see. We'll keep checking on the energy. But at the moment, it feels pretty positive. So, all right. Okay, we're at 40. Will schools close again in 1 or 2 months? Oh, look, there's a card of kids. Yeah, Mims, True Blue coming to Georgia. No, it's what it feels like today. We'll see. We'll see. Whew. All right, our school's going to have to close again in a month or two as the pandemic rages. Thank you, Linda. Our school's going to close again in a month or two. Our school's going to have to close again. I'm feeling like it's not even just social distancing. I'm starting to feel it's like school's getting emptier and emptier. Card for the reading's a hermit. Let's see what else we've got here. It doesn't look good. Donald, autumn, this autumn make you more upset. Those very same kids you're upset about being hungry may be homeless here shortly because of no stimulus. Yeah, that makes me crazy too. Diane, the UK are on their second lockdown, but schools are still open. Holly, my daughter's school went virtual again for 2 weeks at least. Yeah. For the reading, I've got the hermit. I have massive, and this is a huge ending. Court orders. Wheel of Fortune. Just a matter of time. And the only hope that at least some kids will get education is through communication. That's what I'm getting. And there are a lot of people who can't. Oh, and Trump, when he came out and said, sending your husbands back to work. You troglodyte. Good grief. Anyway. All right. 43. Oh. Did Melania vote for Biden? Oh, Renee, you are such a sweetheart. You are such a sweetheart. Did Melania vote for Biden? Hey, Ava Braun, how's it going? Rolling in your money, Mrs. McScrooge? Or Scrooge Yeah, Mrs. Scrooge McDuck or Scrooge McDonald? Yeah, Mrs. Scrooge McDonald, rolling in her money. Well, there's a thief card. Let's see what it means. Rise of democratic power, a decision. A decision, very actively voting strength, conviction, rise of democratic power, cups. Thief card. And there's a lover's card, but it's like buried over here. I think she voted for Biden. Wow. Bossy's mom, that looks like a yes. Oh, right. 45. All right, let's look at Rhona Graff. Trump's personal secretary for what, 30 years or something? Rhona Graff, Rhona Graff. Why did you work for this man for 30 years? I mean, she had to have known all kinds of stuff. It's a long time since I read on her. Matter of fact, I want a picture. I want a picture. Yeah, her. Executive assistant. Here, I'll do this. Why not? Rhona Graff. That's what I'm reading on. Oh, Justice card. Rhona Graff, Rhona Graff. Holly, I've never looked forward to January so much in my life. Does anybody know where she is now? Did she, is she still with Trump.org? Or did she leave? Did she have to leave? Well, with a Democratic win, in theory, if she still has that job, you know, Trump in theory would be coming back to work or something, but I don't know. Okay. Oh yeah, she knows all the stuff. She and she has made quite a bit of money from that job, apparently. Fruits of labor. She knows so much. Right in the middle is Trump's fall, but I'm not necessarily picking up that she's the one who causes it, but she definitely knows a lot. And she feels very small in this Trump whirlwind. So hush money. Does anyone know if she still works at Trump.org? And didn't she and the CFO, last name begins with a W, didn't they get some kind of immunity? Book? I don't know, Kathy. Unknown to me. Well, that makes two of us. Yeah, well, Trump never used email. He would tell Rhona what to do. I'm hearing that Trump has her scared. She would know, and I'm reading on Rhona Graff, Trump's personal secretary for 30 years. Alan, what's his name? Yeah, exactly, Bosie, Mom. Him, Alan, what's his name? Oh, yeah, she's had the fear of, you know what? This is just her being scared. This is her work. This is investigators and Democratic people, maybe in committees, coming to her asking for help, but she ends up scared, and Trump's NDA every which way. Yeah, Mims, that could be it, but it doesn't. NDAs don't work if you've done something to break the law. Hush money plus an NDA equals DJT employment plan. She knows too much. Is she going to testify against Trump? Well, she has to, first of all, she has to be a certain kind of person to stay in that job. Because Trump doesn't have that many secrets from her. Maybe some. Hi. Hello, precious one. How are you? Good boy. Did you get up from your nap? We're looking at Rhona Graff. Yes. And the nasty things that her boss may want to do with her. Hello, I missed you. You come sit on my lap? Would you like to come sit on my lap? You're so good. Oh, and there's Trump the man. Big old jerk that he is. Come here, sweetheart. Oh, you're so good. Come on. You're a good boy. You're so good. Come on. Oh, yeah, it's a sweetie. Oh, look at that cuteness. Hi. No. Oh, it's a sweetie. Painting animals on rocks. So she's a wet noodle? That answer your question of how she could stay in that job for 30 years. I don't know that. Oh, Linda, I'm so sorry you're not feeling well. Mama Bear, I've got my huge list of questions here already for the day. Sorry, but I'm here every day. How would she benefit? She'd be out of a job. I'm getting. How would she benefit from testifying against Trump, because she would be out of a job? And you'd think, well, wouldn't the greater good matter? If she really cared about the greater good, if she really cared about law and order, if she really cared about, I mean, would she have stayed in that job? She feels very small. And she may be badgered into doing something, but for the most part, she just wants to hide. She's pretty much, she either has lost her job or she's thinking she's going to lose her job. I think she's thinking she's going to lose her job, but this feels very big. The Trump dynasty feels very big to her, and she feels very, very small. And it's only the investigators coming at her full bore that she would do much of anything. But I'm not picking up that she's a nice person. I mean, yeah, exactly, Electra. Trump org is going to close anyway, so she'll lose her job anyway. Yeah. Still, she could be out of a job at the drop of a dime. Yeah. Some people will do almost anything to keep their job. That's true, Lady Farley. I agree. Hello, precious. Oh, Connie, since Trump's election to the White House, Graff has continued to handle his arrangements outside of official engagements. Okay, so she is still there. Dave, nice people don't spend time with Trump. Yeah, she's. Yeah, there's going to be. Somebody tells me we're going to be reading on her again at some point here, but for now, I was trying to. I guess I was giving her the benefit of the doubt. Now that I've really sat down and read on her for the first time in I don't know how long. Yeah, I agree, Kathy. She's afraid of the Trump family. All right. 56:30. Okay, will there be any surprises December 14th at the Electoral College? Will there be any surprises? December 14th. At the Electoral College. Feels very boring. Let's see what the cards have to say, but suddenly the energy went from that Rhona Graff craziness to this, which is just kind of meh. Any Electoral College craziness? Am I missing something here? And why do I have an extra card? Card for the reading. Work. And I got an extra card. Oh, look. Sword of Truth. Wheel of Time. Big ol' ending. Let's see what these cards have to say. Keep it boring. Yes, we could use boring. We could use some boring government. Victory. 9 of Wands. Page of Cups. Strength. Happy Democratic families. President Biden. Yeah, it looks good. I agree, Connie. That looks good. That makes me happy. Oh, yes. No, it's true, Teresa. Hillary is an elector in New York. She is. That is an actual thing. Okay. All right. So we are at, what about 59? Okay. Is Trump going to do something crazy? Or someone suggested, does he have a sinister international plan? Hey, Connie, whew, can I just say, whew. Oh, man, oh, day. Electoral College, if it's the December 14th or 8th or whenever it is, I was reading on the Electoral College. I wasn't reading on that particular date. It was just the meeting of the Electoral College. So, Dave, we need government that is stable and kind, not boring at all. Well, you know, the Biden equivalent of no drama Obama. Okay. 29:30. All right, Sniffy, where are you? Oh, there you are, you gross thing. I keep shuffling and shuffling, and even spinning things right. This just keeps coming up and coming up and coming up. Celebrating, Democrats celebrating. So, all right, Sniffy, where are you? Gonna do something crazy? Oh, man. This man has zero coping skills. Seriously, he has no coping skills because he always gets his way. And he blusters and yells and entertainment only. This is nothing more than opinion. His wife, his ex-wife, even mentioned it. So I don't think he's above laying hands on people. And he has no coping skills. It is, when it comes to a huge loss or something in his life, it is like dealing with a toddler. Hey, Trump has no skills at all, unless you want to call lying a skill. Pussy small. Oh, sorry. Cards went flying. Hang on. And I think the message from that is temper tantrums. That's what I'm getting. But is there an international plan? I don't know. International sinister plan. I don't think he can manage that right now. Hi, you're back and you're front. How are you doing? You doing okay? Get back on my lap. Hello, cutie. Dog. Come on, precious. There we go. All right. You good boy. Sniffy. Good boy. Joey's a good boy. Yes, he is. You're so good. You're so good. Little purry kitty. You're very good. All right. What crazy thing are you going to do? Is it going to be anything that will disturb the kitties and their owners? Hi. Little purry kitty. Precious purry kitty. All right, is Trump going to do something crazy? He's thinking about maybe trying to go to like Saudi Arabia or something. Yeah, no coping skills. No. It's okay. It's okay. The more Democrats celebrate, the angrier it's going to make him. He had all of this power, he was making all of this money from the presidency. And he wants to lash out. But for the future, I'm just getting Democrats celebrating the win, some new Democrats going to Congress, Kamala Harris, who has not been vice president before. New starts. Is he mad? Yes. Is he going to throw tantrums? Yes. But for the final outcome, I'm getting like really upset. But the future, all right, let me see if there's any more information. You're so good. You're the baby boo. You are the precious boo boo. Yes, you are. You are the precious boo boo. Are they kitty approved? Yes. Okay, the cards are kitty approved. All right, cards are kitty approved. You're very good. It's okay. It's okay. I do this every day. We do this every day. Yes, we do. It's okay. You don't need to worry. Yeah, Kamala Harris is particularly burning his toast. I love to see it. All right, what we got here? No, I'm not getting crazy. I'm getting getting the message that he lost, that it's over. And him saying, well, I made a lot of money. And trying to sort, and he's planning on other ways to make money in future. So he's not so much thinking about starting a military action or a coup or anything like that. It's just, how do I make more money? How do I make more money after this? He's not planning for the legal purgatory he's going to be in once he leaves office. Cheesy Mice, an excellent tarot assistant. Yes. You're very good. Okay, let me see what else I've got here. Okay, we are at probably 108. All right, so I got that one. 108. Will Republican behavior affect the 2022 and 2024 elections? Will Republican behavior affect the 2022 and 2024 elections? You have no idea how much his energy is just the warmest, loveliest. Yes. I gave you good energy, and now I'm leaving again. Cheesy Mice, come for the reading, stay for the kitty photo bombs. Yeah, I think even Becca from House of Lenormand said something like that. Go for autumn, stay for boo-boo. There's a lot of legal stuff that's going to come out. Kay Nelson, autumn feels like a number of people with information ready to come forward. Could be. Could be. Basically, Democrats are better. I mean, I know I'm biased, but Democrats are better at being in power because they believe in government. It's hard to be an effective leader of something if you don't believe in the thing and you're trying to tear it down and cut it down. It's only the Republicans will have all kinds of things to complain about by the 2022-2024 elections. What things the Democrats did, the horrible, horrible things Democrats did. The card for the reading is a prosecutor. Oh, and look, in the family dynasties, Trump family dynasties right underneath it. So, so will Republicans make gains? Not if the Democrats show that they care about the people more. Hello, Pumpkin. You okay? Okay. The Republicans, they may make some, they're not going to disappear. I want to know more about this, though. What's going on with the tower and the card of disappointment? It's in the past, but still. Is that just when Trump came into power, or is that something that's coming up? Yeah, we were out in the cold. Okay. That's when we were out in the cold. Oh, Pumpkin has the zoomies. He's got lots of energy. We've been on the defensive, but what Trump has done is, what you send out comes back to you, and he's going down. So they're not going to disappear, but there's some major drama coming between now and 2020, the 2022 elections. These 2 years are going to be packed. Pumpkin, sweetie, you're okay. He has lots of energy, so he's trying to run in zoomies and run and yell it off. And little sweetie, little sweetheart. Okay, we're at 113. All right, is Trump trying to get some kind of resignation off? Is Trump trying to get some kind of resignation offer? Is Trump trying to get some kind of resignation offer? Hang on, guys. I gotta go make sure he's okay. I'm gonna mute. I'll be right back. Yeah, can you go get Pumpkin? Yeah, hang on. Sorry about that. Okay. Oh, Alfie and Bailey, yes. Pumpkin does like to be heard. Okay. 115. All right. Is Trump trying to get a resignation offer? He's getting some water. Jeffrey, he needed mom. Thank you. Sniffy, are you trying to get a resignation offer? He just wants to make money. He's focused on this media thing he wants to do, where he's basically going to, I don't know how he'll get the kind of audience energy from a rally, but just go out there and spout whatever he wants to. Sorry. trying to get a resignation offer? Is Trump trying to get... Be a fool for trying. He's actually on the defensive. He does not have much to offer. He's getting smaller and smaller. The other side, he doesn't have any leverage. He doesn't actually have any leverage. And frankly, I don't know that I'm not just being mean. I honestly don't know that he's smart enough. I'm trying to think maybe somebody would come to him with some ideas, but I get the feeling a lot of people are just avoiding him right now. Dismo, is Trump looking to be protected from prosecution in order to step down? That might be a better way to put it. Yeah, there are two cats. There are two cats. Is he looking to be protected from prosecution? He stole so much money. It's not going to work. It's the power of the Democratic power is just rising. What's that tower? Is that tower? I think that's Trump. I think that's Trump Tower. But okay, I'm gonna go get him. I'm so sorry. Okay. For those of you who've been here for a while, you know I rent part of a house, and my little area up here, and I found a volunteer. I just found a poor little sweetness. I found a volunteer who's going to keep him company for 10 minutes or so while I finish off. Is he going to? Is Trump trying to get a? He's not going to work. Whatever he's trying to do, it's not going to work. Okay, so we're at 1:19:30. Do we have to wait for Biden? Do we have to wait for Biden in order to get a handle on this illness? Do we have to wait for Biden? Do we have to wait for Biden in order to get a handle on this illness? There's so many people hurting. So many people hurting. Sorry, your boo-boo squeaking. It's all right. Boo-boo squeaking, and I can hear the person who's helping me telling him quiet, whispering, go upstairs, go upstairs. Hey, Jen Lynn, hello. Okay, so It's brutal. This is a time. This is a very brutal time. I'm not even sure we're going to get a hold of it when, it's not like Biden's going to come into office and we're going to get a hold of it even. It definitely make a difference. Everybody pulling in the same direction, actually doing something about it. This is my card for the illness, because viruses, they come in and they hijack your own cells. They steal your cells to turn them into factories for themselves. We're on the defensive, but things are going to get better, because right now, they were asked, Democrats have been saying this is what we need to do. Republicans have said meh, but things are about to change. They're going to get better, but we're still going to be on the defensive for a while. I wish I had better energy with this. I really do. I wish I could say yes, it's going to be great. And I know there are better days ahead. I know there are good days ahead. I know that. Man, but it's just brutal. It's just brutal. There's so many people hurting. Okay. All right. 122. All right. I guess this is the other side of that other question. Will there be a rise of the progressive side of the party? A progressive party rise in 2022 and 2024? All right. We're going to get a rise of the progressive side of the party. Progressive rise in 2022 and 2024. Progressive rise in 2022, 2024. Whew, beginning of big action. Let me see here. The burden of truth. There's a big ending. Institutions. It's going to be hard to convince people even then. We're going to go through so much over the next couple of years and the next few years. They're going to have to, even though a lot of the progressive ideas are good and workable, it's getting moderates in the country to believe that it's not pie in the sky. That's the problem. And I know that progressives in the party have immense backing. And diehard backing, and I understand that, but it's the moderates that you have to convince. But they've already succeeded in moving the party itself farther to the left. But if they can find a way to better show that they can enact their policies and in a practical way. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't. I'm not saying they shouldn't. I'm not saying, I'm not passing judgment. I'm just saying that if you want those moderates, you're going to need the moderates. Yeah, you'd think they should be eager to find a better way. I'm not the person to talk to. I'm just the messenger here. I'm just saying. I please don't come for me. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be listened to or that they have to change. Better marketing. Yes, Dave, that's a good way to put it. Okay. Okay. Oh, goody. We get to finish on Mitch. 126. Mitchie. You going to be majority leader? Are you going to stay majority leader? I think is more specific. Mitchie, are you going to stay majority leader? Mitchie. How's the necromancy going? Someone destroy one of your Horcruxes? All right, Mitch. Are you going to remain majority leader in the Senate? I get the card for America. And women. Let me see. He's causing a lot of, his policies are really, they're causing more women to run for office, and so it's a real rise of feminine power is what it feels like, for what that's worth. He thinks he has everything he needs. Oh, investigations. There are going to be investigations. He thinks he's set. Fruits of labor. I've done the work. I'm here. The Democrats can go whistle. I don't care. I don't care what they say. I don't care anything about them. I have me. I have the power. We have the power. And then we get some kind of investigations that cause some serious upset and howling at the moon. So do tell. Do tell. What kind of investigations? What investigations are going to cause the howling at the moon? What kind of investigations are going to cause the howling at the moon? Into their protection of Trump. Well, this is how they all now the cats are chasing each other. They all stood in line to behind Trump to protect him. All right, let me see here. Trump's going down. Bye-bye. But they still are very wary of his base, but it's the end of an era. That's at the center. I got this before with Mitch, him having to voluntarily hold himself still. Republicans out in the cold. Look, I read on this before. I'm getting the same cards. I'm getting the same cards. Because he's not Trump, he could, I mean, after Trump, who would be surprised if he just said, you know what? I don't care if you have more Democrats here. I don't recognize you as majority leader. I'm just not going to pay attention to that. I'm not going to, to heck with the rules, to heck with the everything. But no, he's voluntarily going, if somebody else is actually the majority leader, he's going to abide by them. He's going to recognize them as majority leader. I keep getting end of an era, Republicans out in the cold. Trump goes down, but they still feel beholden to the base. Or rather, the base is the people who they're demoralized by the fall of Trump. But this is the end of an era. And this is Mitch accepting the reality and Republicans out in the cold. And you know what? I'm going to leave it right there. All right, that's going to do it for me for today. But I'm here every day. Not usually with as much feline drama. But anyway, Yeah, they could lose Georgia. Yeah. But anyway. All right. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much to our troll slayers. You guys are epic. You keep us safe. I'm so grateful to you. All right. So hang in there. And there are good days ahead. There are. See, I said there were good days ahead. And now we have President-elect Biden. Told ya. Told ya. All right, guys. Hang in there. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm here 7 days a week. See you tomorrow.